We're going to cut right to the chase. Dwayne and Chris. Dwayne, we'll start with you. Where are you going to be playing next season?
Well, I'm back in Miami, man. I'm back in, as for now, I'm back in Wade County.
Back in Miami with the Heat. Chris, you want to jump in and tell us where you're going to be as well?
Yeah, I'm joining Mr. Wade in Miami.
Are these final decisions, guys? You don't have to sign until tomorrow. Is there wiggle room? Could somebody else come and steal you between now and then?
Chris, you final. I'm final.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I think we're both fine with the situation. We've wanted to play with each other, and we have a golden opportunity to do that. So we're going to take advantage of it.
Reporting that the deal is finally done. The Carmelo Anthony trade saga is finally over. Anthony going to his desired destination, Madison Square Garden, to play with the Knicks. This a very detail-oriented trade, so we're going to show you all the components so you can get an idea of why this took so long. The Knicks get Anthony, point guard Chauncey Billups, Sheldon Williams, Anthony Carter, and former Knick, now going back to the Knicks, Ronaldo Balkman. The Denver Nuggets will get Danilo Gallinari, Raymond Felton, Wilson Chandler, 3 starters. Timofey Mozgov also has been starting lately for the Knicks. So 4 Knicks starters, a first-round pick coming from the Warriors, 2 second-round picks, and $3 million in cash. Our J.A. Donde has tweeted, this is a great deal for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, it's a done deal. Dwight Howard is a Laker, Pau Gasol stays a Laker, and they join a team that has Steve Nash. So, J.A., are the Lakers now the team to beat in the Western Conference?
I'm still giving that to Oklahoma City, the team that's been together, the team that's shown it can win tough playoff series together, but now you have to consider the Lakers a serious threat, an even bigger threat than when they acquired Steve Nash. Remember, Nash's greatest weakness was that he's not a good defender. Well, that's not that much of a problem now because you get by Steve Nash, Dwight Howard, the multiple defensive player of the year, is back there waiting and there to control the lane. So he makes the Lakers that much more effective defensively, and as much as he helps Steve Nash on that end of the court, Steve Nash can help him on the other end of the court, running pick and rolls. You saw what he's done for Amari Stoudemire to Martin Gortat, to whoever has played with him in Phoenix. Now he can do the same thing for Dwight Howard in L.A. And all this talk we haven't mentioned, oh yeah, they still have Kobe Bryant as well. So a serious, potent threat in the Western Conference.
NBA superstar Dwayne Wade made a stunning announcement. After 13 years and 3 NBA championships, Wade is leaving the Miami Heat for the Chicago Bulls. He's agreed to a nearly $48 million 2-year deal with the Bulls. That's the end of an era in Miami and the latest big move by an NBA player this week. Wade co-hosts Live with Kelly later this morning.
So he'll be talking about it, and a lot of fans have already taken their Dwayne Wade and Miami Heat jerseys and just taken them to the fire pit.
Love to set those jerseys on fire.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's over! It's over, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, not with one hand. Oh, not a second. Oh, no! It's over! Vince Carter. Oh, yeah! Oh, that's nasty. Check this out. Wow. Foul line. All the way. Oh, with a right-handed monster jam. He looked like Dr. J. He's got the swagger. He's got it all. Vince Carter with his first on the final round. Ladies, wait, time out. Oh, that's good stuff. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Larry Beal here in the ESPN studios in Connecticut. We're breaking into programming right now to bring you a live news conference about to take place in Atlanta, at which Shaquille O'Neal is expected to announce that he has signed a 7-year, $120 million contract to join the L.A. Lakers. For those of you who've been following this story, you may know that Shaquille O'Neal has been the center of attention, the center of a bidding war between the Orlando Magic and the L.A. Lakers. The Magic desperately trying to keep their franchise player, the 7-foot, 1-inch, 300-pound behemoth who's led them into the playoffs the past couple of years. Unfortunately, they couldn't get by the Bulls, but the Lakers also wanted Shaq. They made an initial offer of about $95 million. That was not good enough. They upped their offer recently, and we'll go live now. That is Leonard Armato, Shaq's attorney, at the podium live in Atlanta.
How are you viewing this move from Durant?
Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it. It's not that he's leaving Oklahoma City. If you're not happy there and you want to move on and you want to grow as a player, or, there's nothing wrong with that. He's one of the top 3 players in the world. He's a quintessential superstar. He deserves all the credit in the world for the talent that he possesses. But the flip side is this. They were up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals. Not 1, not 2, but 3 different times. He was 48 minutes removed from getting to the NBA Finals by winning the Western Conference. 3 times he failed, particularly in Game 6. And you depart for the team that beat you when you're on the cusp of getting to the finals yourself or ultimately winning the championship for the franchise that you've been with since you've come into the NBA. I think it's incredibly weak, and I don't want to hear any comparisons to that of LeBron James when LeBron James left Cleveland for South Beach. When LeBron left Cleveland, the cupboard was bare. He was basically the only dude in Cleveland. It was LeBron James and a bunch of no-names. In the case of Kevin Durant, you have one of the top 5 players in the world as your teammate. You've got Billy Donovan, who's proven to be an exceptional coach. You've got a coaching staff. You've got a first-class organization. You've got Enes Kanter, Steven Adams, and all of these boys. You are legitimately a championship contender. You are the difference. You are the superstar, and you depart for the team that beat you, that's the 2-time reigning defending Western Conference champions, who's won a championship in the last 2 years. You're jumping on a bandwagon as far as I'm concerned. That's just the way that I look at it. I don't think there's any way to deny that. All the reporters, whether it's Ramona, it's Chris Broussard, everybody doing an exceptional job, pointing out the things that they point out. I don't disagree with anything anybody is saying. But in the end, what it comes down to is that Kevin Durant is one of the top 3 players in the world, and he ran away from the challenge that he faces in order to jump on the bandwagon of a team that's a little bit better, that's already rife with at least one superstar, a couple of guys that can really, really get it done. I just view it as him jumping on the bandwagon, and I think it's the weakest move I've ever seen by a superstar, plain and simple.
I think the major factor and the major reason in my decision was
the best opportunity for me to win, and to win now, and to win into the future also. You know, and winning is a huge thing for me, Jim. You know, ever since, I mean, I was a rookie or even in high school, and we always talked. You know, that was the #1 thing for me, help my teammates get better and just wanting to win. And I've done some great things in my 7 years, and I want to continue to do that.
How deep of an evaluation do you have to do to go through that, to figure out tomorrow, next year, and beyond that equation, that winning?
Well, one thing you can't control is you never know. You never know. You want to put yourself in a position where you feel that it's the best opportunity. But saying I can win a championship next year or saying I can win it the year after, those are things that you don't know until you go out there and actually play the game. But you have to put yourself in the right position to be able to compete and also accomplish the goals that you set out for.
Do you have any doubts about your decision?
No. I don't have any doubts at all.
Would you like to sleep on it a little longer? Or are you ready to make this decision?
No, I've slept enough, or the lack of sleep.
You still a nail biter?
I have a little bit, not of late.
Well, you've had everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning?
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
Why?
Like I said before, I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win, and to win for multiple years. And not only just to win in the regular season or just to win 5 games in a row or 3 games in a row. I want to be able to win championships, and I feel like I can compete down there.
Garden play with the Knicks. This a very detail-oriented trade, so we're going to show you all the components so you can get an idea of why this took so long. The Knicks get Anthony, point guard Chauncey Billups, Sheldon Williams, Anthony Carter, and former Knick, now going back to the Knicks, Ronaldo Balkman. The Denver Nuggets will get Danilo Gallinari, Raymond Felton, Wilson Chandler, 3 starters.
You want to jump in and tell us where you're going to be as well?
Yeah, I'm joining Mr. Wade in Miami.
Are these final decisions, guys? You don't have to sign until tomorrow. Is there wiggle room? Could somebody else come and steal you between now and then?
Chris, you final. I'm final.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I think we're both fine with the situation. We've wanted to play with each other, and we have a golden opportunity to do that. So we're going to take advantage of it.
Reporting that the deal is finally done. The Carmelo Anthony trade saga is finally over. Anthony going to his desired destination, Madison Square. Timofey Mozgov also has been starting lately for the Knicks. So 4 Knicks starters, a first-round pick coming from the Warriors, 2 second-round picks, and $3 million in cash. Our J.A. Donde has tweeted, this is a great deal for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, it's a done deal. Dwight Howard is
We're going to cut right to the chase. Dwayne and Chris. Dwayne, we'll start with you. Where are you going to be playing next season?
Well, I'm back in Miami, man. I'm back in, for now, I'm back in Wade County.
Back in Miami with the Heat. Chris, you